What's good, guys? Welcome to the video. It's your boy Assassin, and today we're back with an update to my ALC settings. Now, I did make a video on this not too long ago, but ever since then I did make some new changes, and I even tried some new things out in ALC. So that's all going to be in this video. I'm going to try to make it as short and sweet as possible so you guys can leave this video and try something new. Now, that's not the only thing I want to say. I obviously want to help you guys get better settings and play more comfortable in Apex Legends, but I am planning to start a new series on the channel. It's going to be so awesome and so interesting. I can't wait to drop it. It all revolves around Apex Legends content creators and their settings, and that's all I'm going to say. So you're not going to want to miss out. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to join the family. And with that being said, guys, hopefully this video helps you find your perfect settings, and let's get straight into the video. Alright, so getting straight into the goodies, advanced look controls. The first thing I very strongly recommend is if you're brand new to ALC and you want to look for your perfect settings, then drop everything you see in ALC all the way down. All the sliders, turn them all the way down and work your way up. You want to build your way up to your perfect settings because it'll make it so much easier, so much faster, because you will find what you're looking for. So I strongly recommend doing this. It will help you in the end, trust me. And once you do that, you will find what you feel comfortable with, all right? So keep that in mind, do it, and let's get straight into the video. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna talk about dead zone. Dead zone is by far one of the best, most important settings in ALC. So what you wanna do, if you did what I did and you bumped it all the way down, you're gonna notice if you back out of this screen, that your character is going to slowly move to the left or right, depending on what, how much drift you have. Basically, this is what controls how much stick drift you have in your game, especially if you're on console and controller. You need this. So listen up. All you got to do is bump up the dead zone one tick at a time, and the second your character stops drifting to the left or right, that's where you want to keep your dead zone, okay? So make sure you spend some time on this. This is by far one of the most important settings in ALC and what makes it very, very comfortable at the end once you find every other setting in ALC. All right, so now we're getting into outer threshold. This is actually the new sensitivity that I was talking about, and it's really nice for me. I really like this because this actually makes me a little faster, and I love fast sensitivity. You probably don't like fast sensitivity, but this still might work for you. You might want to try it. So basically what this is extra sensitivity, literally. So what this does is basically you have to have this on in order to play with the turning extra yaw and extra pitch, which you can see right here. So in order to even use the turning extra yaw and extra pitch, you would need to have your outer threshold up. So what I do is I max it out. I max it out because I want my reaction or my response, my controller response, to immediately catch the extra boost, if that makes sense. So basically, to sum it all up, outer threshold is basically, let's say you want to turn to the right. The second you put that input on your right thumbstick, that is when the extra sensitivity or the extra yaw and pitch come in. So that's why I maxed it out. So the second I do it, that's when the extra sensitivity kicks in. That's why I maxed it out. So you probably might not want to have it maxed out. Play around with it a little bit. Like I said, increase it one tick at a time. And you will have to use, you will have to play around with the yaw speed, pitch speed, and then the turning extra yaw and pitch to actually feel what I'm talking about. So what I recommend for this, when you're working with outer threshold, work on your yaw speed and pitch speed first. Yaw speed is your left and right sensitivity. Pitch speed is your up and down sensitivity. And then turning extra yaw, turning extra pitch, that's your extra sensitivities for those settings, basically. But remember, like I said, you cannot, it basically doesn't do anything if you don't have the outer threshold on already. And remember, there is another set of settings for ADS, so you want to have, or you want to increase those settings as well before you even play around with outer threshold. So that's what I recommend. Play with your yaw speed and your pitch speed first for ADS and look sensitivity, and then start playing around with the outer threshold. That way you know what you're getting into and you can find your perfect settings. All right, so now getting into response curve. Now this is actually very important as well. You want to mess around with this. So let's say you have it all the way down like I told you to. You definitely want to take your time on this. Increase the response curve one at a time. And when you do that, go back into your game, move around, and feel the game. Feel how the game feels. Because if you have no response curve, your game is going to feel very loose. Very loose. That's the best way I could explain it. But if you have it all the way up, it's going to be very stiff. That sounds very wrong, I know, but it's the best way I could explain it. So you want to mess around with it. Like I said, put it all the way down and increase it one by one. And each time you increase it, go back into the game and make sure that it feels comfortable. So you want to do it until you feel comfortable with where it's at. All right, that's the best way I could explain it. Try it out yourselves. Remember, one at a time, and then go back into the game and keep doing that. Rinse and repeat until you find what works for you. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. I went through all the things that I really wanted to show you. Obviously, I left off a couple of them, like ramp up time, ramp up delay, but like the name suggests, it's more delay than anything else. So if you want delay to your game, then by all means go ahead, but I don't recommend it because I don't even use it. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much if you made it to this point in the video. I really appreciate all the support. Drop a like and subscribe. Join the family if you found this video helpful. And with that being said, guys, thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it, and stay easy.